The Delulu will wear off.
The Delulu wore off and instantly floods in.
To another Delulu.
Another Delulu with the oh gosh, I sound like a Bob. Well, am I Bob?
I'm the Bob.
But
you're not a Bob. Hello. Welcome back to Shoujo Talk, guys. Ooh.
Last time you saw us, we were in the Airbnb.
We're no longer in an Airbnb.
That is not
a hotel.
So, long story short, we canceled our flight this morning
and rebooked a new one today, like idiots.
So today is Friday, right? Originally, we were supposed to go back home to Chicago on Friday.
We would be on a flight home right now.
We would have been home by now.
We would have been home by now, actually. Yeah, we would have.
But, yeah, we canceled it this morning, and we are going to stay till Sunday instead. So an extra 2.5 days.
Yeah. Yup. Sorry, guys. I'm just taking my nails off. I'm, like, getting annoyed with them. No, yeah. 2 extra days. Do you want to hear why? Kayla.
Drum roll.
Drum roll, please. Brrr. 2-man was too successful. I'm joking.
Just kidding.
Part of the reason.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a long time since we last talked. I feel like we need a serious update on what's happened in the last couple weeks. And this trip has been pretty crazy so far.
It started off crazy, ended crazy, and it's still crazy.
But hey, you know what? We were supposed to have our trip from Friday. Like, we were supposed to leave on, like, a Thursday night or, like, get there Friday morning and stay all the way until
the weekend. Like, the
following weekend. So, we're actually just extending our trip to how it should have been originally. So I don't even feel bad.
No, I don't feel bad. But there was just a miscommunication between us. That's why.
I thought that Bella was working this weekend, but she wasn't. So
no.
Yeah. But where should we start?
Okay, so I'll start off my bat. So
from even before, should I start with? Because they know about him.
They do.
So, if you guys remember the first guy I crashed out over on this lovely podcast, you will know that he and I were just like on and off talking, like could not just like cut things off for whatever reason. And I ended up meeting him.
Bum.
That's what Bella says. I ended up meeting him, and it was pretty crazy, and the delusion is completely gone. Let's just say that. Yeah, the delusion is completely gone. The boy knew that I had 3 weeks, like he had 3 weeks to plan out
something. Just something.
And I was here for, the whole week and counting, but the boy did not plan us like a single date, and
no,
it was just really, really annoying. Actually, like really annoying, because I told him the type of things that I wanted to do, check out, what foods I liked, and he would like come over to the Airbnb and just like hang out.
But mind you, he would literally say, "I don't want to take away time from." You
from like my girls,
but then would just laze around the Airbnb for hours and hours and hours,
and would get irritated like if he didn't get to sleep long enough. That was so stupid. Anyway,
oh my god, I'm gonna get cranky if I don't get 8 hours of sleep. Exactly.
We're Chicago club rats, so we're so used to weekend long benders on 3 hours of sleep. So
but there's a positive.
There's a positive, because you know what? at first I felt really guilty about even just like being in this setting, but someone else that I had met through Bella, actually, you wanna tell them how this man found me?
Oh, I was on Hinge one day. I was like really bored, so I FaceTimed Kayla, and I was like, "Hey," I was like, "Do you think he's cute?" And she was like, "Kinda." And I was like, "Can I send your Insta?" And she was like, "Yeah." So I just sent it.
Yeah. So the new love interest, is love interest the right word? My new Delulu husband is someone that I didn't even expect to meet. So yeah, he found me through Bella and reached out to me on Instagram. We were talking for a little bit. This was like, like maybe a month ago. And he was just asking about like what we planned on doing when we were here, blah blah blah. And then the conversation kind of died, and that was it. And I kind of forgot about it. But like a few days before we landed in San Francisco, he texted me again, and he was like really busy and he had gotten injured, so he was like
tore his ACL.
Yeah, he tore his ACL. And so he was just like super busy, like didn't get back to me, and then was somehow like compelled to reach out again right before we landed in San Francisco, and he asked if we wanted to hang out. And I was like, well, like it's Bella and I, and also your sister was with us for the weekend. We flew her out for the weekend. And I was like, like it's us three, like if you're fine with like hanging out with us, like that's totally cool. And they showed us around literally like all weekend. It was amazing. it was okay. So
I met my master. I literally met the boy version of me.
Crazy, right? So literally, we agreed to meet up with them Friday night, and at first we did like a restaurant / bar. We're just like drinking there.
He got so
drunk. Bella and I were like, if you've seen on our TikTok the video of Bella picking up and throwing the cone, that was that night.
I was so messed up. I was
running away, like literally, like I was like on a side quest to just disappear. Like my magic trick was like, I can make myself disappear. Poof, started sprinting in my heels. And also, if you guys know, like San Francisco, or maybe even just like California in general, is so hilly. So like imagine me sprinting in my naked wolf boots that are like 5 inches tall uphill. And those boots have no ankle support whatsoever. Like the boot part is just like a leather sock. But anyway, so that was Friday. We went to the bar / restaurant with them, got super drunk, and then what did we do next? Karaoke. They took us to a karaoke bar.
Random karaoke
bar.
Did karaoke for like an hour and a half.
Yep. And then we wanted to see the Golden Gate Bridge at night. So they took us to this like remote spot, and low-key we could have been murdered. But, looking back on it now, like for the memories, obviously, like it was worth it for the memories. They took us to the bridge, and oh my gosh, guys, it was beautiful. But the man that I was paired up with that night, I just like did not want to give him the time of day because I felt a sense of loyalty to the one that I had been talking to. And I like remember going home that night and just telling Bella, like, I don't want to like him, but he's totally like my type. Like he's literally like my ideal type.
And look where we are now.
So, what happened Saturday? So the next morning, what did we do that morning? Did we do anything that morning?
No, we did nothing. Waited around for them, partied with them again. We were supposed to go out for St. Patty's, but we all got so messed up beforehand, and then we got messed up during when we were out, and then I went to the guy that I was paired up to his house to go grab weed. We went back, we all smoked weed, and we all just fell asleep. And then it got to the point where I was like, I need to go. I was like, I'm gonna get murdered.
Bella was tweaking so badly.
He was tweaking. I'm never doing California weed again.
So we were hanging out at my man's house.
Your soon-to-be house?
My soon-to-be house, yeah. Well, I'll tell you guys about it. Don't worry. So, yeah, we were hanging out at his house after, like, trying to go to different bars and, like, clubs and stuff. Like, they were fun. Just really packed. Like, I don't know. The club/bar scene in San Francisco and in San Jose is very, like, it's not, like, super crazy like Chicago. So, yeah, like Bella said, like, not for her. Low-key, I really liked it, but maybe I'm just getting tired of the club scene.
It's not the...
Maybe I'm just, like, longing for being a stay-at-home wife.
It's not that I don't like those scene, like the bar and lounge scene here, because it was really nice, but
they don't know how to treat girls because girls pay cover here. I mean, we didn't, because we got there kind of like at the right times, but we don't pay cover in Chicago. We like don't have to really pay for drinks. Like, you know, you just go with a promoter and they get bottle service and you get to hang out at their table. That's like the Chicago like nightlife. Like that's like the weekend routine. But here we couldn't find a single promoter to go with. Like, what?
Crazy.
So yeah, Saturday, like, going out was kind of a bust, but then we hung out and watched movies and smoked weed.
I was so high that I was trying to play a game to look normal, but I just kept smiling, like.
And I was literally just, like, laying there, like, oh my gosh, Kayla, like, you're so high, please, like, please, don't throw up, don't tweet, just sit there, act normal, maybe fall asleep so that, like, you just sleep it off. I was literally having this conversation in my head while feeling so incredibly sick. But yeah,
sorry.
At some point, yeah, Bella started tweaking and she just wanted to go back to our Airbnb. Issue is, Airbnb was like almost an hour away.
It was 45 minutes away, exactly.
Actually. 45 minutes, and the Uber was
$60, $68, something like that.
Yeah, like anywhere from like $60 to $90, because I'll get into it. But yeah, so we went home that night, and then Sunday, you and your sister went out. I was slumped. I had the worst weed hangover. I was feeling sick. My throat, my lungs have not been the same since. I've been coughing like I have tuberculosis.
Oh my.
No, literally. It's so bad. And I probably sound really sick too. Like, my throat just sounds like chopped.
I'm just tired.
But yeah, so Sunday you guys went out. What did you guys do?
We did all like the touristy stuff. So we walked around our little Airbnb area first for a second, and then we took an Uber to the art museum. Beautiful, loved it there. Would go there again in a heartbeat. And then we basically went to Pier 39, but we took a cable car there. Oh, sorry, scratch that. Before we went to Pier 39 and we took the cable car, we just went to this little cute little cafe that we found on TikTok, hung out there, ate something, went on the cable car to Pier 39. We took a $20 boat tour around kind of the general area. Beautiful. It was a quick little tour. And then we got dinner there. And we kind of just like walked around for a bit to like, you know, to digest. And then we took the bus home, which I thought we took the wrong bus, but we didn't. And then it was like just a quick walk from the bus stop to, what's it called? The Airbnb. But it was like an all day thing. And it was so fun. And that morning I was like, Kayla, are you sure you don't want to come? Like, you know, like we can all go look around and stuff like that. But Kayla felt sick and I felt bad.
I was just sleeping all day. Oh, I forgot something so important about Saturday. So Saturday, you know, the 2-man was supposed to take us to Din Tai Fung. They were supposed to take us to Din Tai Fung.
I hate Din Tai Fung.
And when we got there, they were not like taking people on the wait list anymore. Like, it was stupid. So yeah, their wait list was closed, but we got to walk around the area a little bit. And then we ended up getting tacos and then going back and, like, you know, watching the movie, smoking, tweaking, and going home. But yeah, so Sunday was that. Monday, oh my gosh, Monday was so much fun. It was like finally like a good like touristy day with like the 3 of us girls.
Chinatown,
We went to Chinatown and Japantown, and
super fun.
Oh my goodness, yeah, Chinatown in San Francisco is massive.
It's so massive. So good. We found this amazing little mom and pop, like authentic, like soup dumpling, like
yeah,
shop.
It was
not shop, restaurant. It was so good.
Right. It was called House of Shang Dumplings.
I think so, but it was so good.
So delicious. If you guys know which restaurant I'm talking about, or if you guys are like looking for really good restaurants in San Fran,
go there.
Go there.
Oh my god.
Go there.
Everything was so good. Juicy.
Yep.
Flavorful.
And the owners were so cute.
And so really nice. They were very sweet.
So nice. And it was very reasonably priced. So yeah, it was delicious. But Monday was really good, and that was your sister's last night. So we sent her off, ended on a good note.
Yes.
And then Tuesday, oh gosh, this is where it hits the fan. So Tuesday, do I really want to out myself for this? Tuesday. Okay, so anyway, Tuesday was when hit the fan.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom. So at that point, I honestly was like on the fence about both guys. The one that I had been getting to know versus the one that miraculously like reached out to me again. And I was also getting really fed up with the one that I had been getting to know just because, like I said, like he had all this time to plan a date with me. Like also I had to like straight up say like, I want you to take me on a date. Like, how pathetic is that? Like, how stupid is that? So like Tuesday we were supposed to go on a nice date because he was not working that day, and it just didn't happen. Bro slept in until 12:30, and at that point I was like, you know what? It's too late. Bella and I have our plans. I was like, just, you know, and also, this is the same man, if you guys remember, that said, oh, I'd never date you. You know, like, feasibility wise, like, it's just not feasible. Like, long distance, not gonna work. Can't do it. So
then stand on business.
Yeah. So at that point, and like honestly, I've been holding on to that this whole time. So I finally like had the balls to sit him down and be like, look, like, it's been really fun, like, seeing you in the flesh. Like, I see that you're a real person now. But I was like, this is done. Like, I'm not going to continue on with whatever is going on here anymore, because I was like, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time anymore. And after seeing how, like, not proactive he was in, like, showing me around, making sure that I was, like, experiencing, like, SF to the fullest, and like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm really appreciative of him because he picked us up from the airport. He dropped your sister off, you know, like, he like drove us a lot. He like helped us a lot. But
drove us twice. That's it. He just drove us twice.
And to dinner 3 times.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. 3 times.
So yeah, like I'm very grateful for him. Very appreciative, and I don't regret being able to meet him in person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't regret having gotten to know him, but I think I was already mentally prepared for like but this is done, and
the Delulu will wear off.
The Delulu wore off, and instantly floods in
to another Delulu.
Another Delulu with the oh gosh, I sound like a Bob. Bella, am I Bob?
I'm the Bob.
But
you're not a Bob then.
So that morning I officially like ended things with him. Like makes it sound like a breakup, but like
it almost was though.
He said he would never date me. Like honestly, I was just kind of like
fed up. Done.
I was like, I don't want to keep doing this anymore. So yeah. Broke things off with him in the morning, and that night, man number 2.
You were the Typhoon.
Okay, but like the best part of this is like I feel like if you guys were in my shoes, you would understand like why this transition happened so seamlessly, so smoothly. Like, because on one hand, like the one that I was like attached to already, the man I was attached to already was showing me like bare minimum, like not taking me out, not doing jack for me, but like, you know, helping us out. But like, you know, in terms of like courting me, dating me, like not doing. And then the one who mysteriously and unexpectedly walks back into, you know, the picture asked me out on a formal date. Like he was like, Tuesday this time we're gonna go to Din Tai Fung, because this man also remembered all of the things that I said I liked, which is huge for me. So he saw how upset I was about not going to Din Tai Fung, so that was a must. And I said I wanted to check out the Gentle Monster store because I wanted to buy a pair of glasses. And the movie that we tried watching on Saturday, we didn't get to finish, so he was like, we can also finish that movie. And then he was saying stuff about how, like, you know, he could take me to get like a sweet treat, like matcha. He like remembered how much I love matcha. Whatever. But like that comparison is just, it was like really impactful for me. And not to say like it was easy to like get over whatever that first situationship was, but it did make things kind of easier, honestly. So yeah, broke up with one in the morning, went on a date with another one that same afternoon.
In the span of this week, I've sent 3 triple texts to the same freaking dude.
To my new man's best friend, the 2-man. Okay, what's so funny though is that before we, you know, got on a plane to San Francisco, we tried setting up like inorganic 2-mans. Like we tried like hand picking them from our Hinge, and we had, you know, like just like our prompts, like, hey, we're gonna be in San Francisco, would love, you know, to hang out with like a group, get someone to show us around. Nothing good from that. But the 2-man, the first 2-man that Friday night was so much fun. And Bella met her match and has been crashing out all week over it.
No, because why does he? Okay, because like this dude will literally sit in my face, play in my face, but then go around and be like, no, I'm just joking, and then be sweet and kind. And okay, I was a bit of a BOP on Tuesday. No,
me too.
The next day I was a BOP because I went on a date, and I low-key left the day early to hang out with the 2-man dude because we just played card games, and he brought wine and he brought Pedialyte over.
Pedialyte.
And the guy who took me on a date was very nice, very sweet. I like, you know, very nice, very sweet. Planned everything, listened to what I want, like very much so like listened to everything that I liked and I wanted and was very, very, very sweet. The other dude brought card games.
And Pedialyte.
And wine. And both of them were just, I was just like, wow. I'm like, they're both
so different.
No. So similar, but yet so different. Yeah. But the next day, I actually generally got really sick and really sad. And I was like tweaking out because I sent technically 2 double texts, but then I sent a third one technically. So then we were just to hang out, but then I canceled on him. And then
he was supposed to take you to Din Tai Fung. So we would have each gotten to finally experience Din Tai Fung.
But then he went to Din Tai Fung by himself and literally sent me pictures and was like, oh, Din Tai Fung is so good. I went, but it's okay. I had a great night that night though.
That date Tuesday was really, really nice too. Oh my god, sorry Bella. Din Tai Fung really is.
I'm not going to Din Tai Fung. I don't give a fuck about Din Tai Fung.
So
Din Tai Fung can go suck a dick.
It's so good. Not overrated whatsoever. But also maybe I just had like such a great time. Like the experience also was what made the food taste really good.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah. So Din Tai Fung was really nice. And then Gentle Monster, I was so upset. I tried on maybe like every single pair of sunglasses in the store. Picked out 2 or 3 that were like my all-time favorites. And they were all sold out. Nationwide. Like,
wow. What was the collab with Jenny? So I could see why I was like,
no, it wasn't the collab with Jenny. That's been sold out for like years.
Oh, damn.
It came out in 2023, I think.
Oh my god. I literally thought it just came out.
I know. So the collab the collection I wanted was their 2025 jewelry collection. So they had like this really cute pair of like, they were kind of like diamond-y. Oh my god. Can I have water? Sorry. I'm a smoker now. Yep. Bro, that hurts. And like in the middle of the night too.
Away my brain.
So nursing. Anyway, so the first pair I wanted was like this diamond-y shaped brown pair. It was like a bark brown, like not like a chocolate, like a warm tone. It was a cool tone brown. It was so cute. And they had like little gems on the side. Sold out. Like literally like excuse me. The worker was like, yeah, like let me check before you fall in love with those because they're gone. And then the second pair that I really liked was a red pair, also with the diamond. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. Dying. Literally dying. But yeah, the glasses I wanted were sold out. It was so depressing. I was really upset. And yeah, I did not buy a pair of Gentle Monster sunglasses, even though I said I would. But yeah, so the date went really well. We finally got to finish the movie. It was super sweet. He's a very considerate boy. A very considerate boy. Are you okay? I don't know. Oh my god. Do I have tuberculosis or something?
Oh. I mean, we did go crazy and hard. We did go crazy hard last night.
Anyway, I've also been like really cold. I don't know. I thought that I would feel okay because low-key the temperature is like about the same as Chicago. And Chicago was like a little bit warmer. But yeah, you know what? The dryness and also like the elevation change, like my body's just felt really, really weird. And I've been like freezing. Like my nose is usually like the first thing that gets cold, and like my nose has been kind of like runny just because of how cold it is. And
my hair's been dry. I had the worst the worst headache, and like my nose is so stuffy too. Oh my god.
But yeah, so we were watching the movie and he noticed that I was like really cold, like kind of sniffly. He brought over a space heater, was like super cuddly. Just men who are considerate. Like men who consider you and remember things about you and are proactive when seeing the things that you like or the things that you need. chef's kiss. So I ended up spending the next 3 days with him.
I was crashing out the whole 3 days, actually.
And I was playing pretend marriage.
No, like I was
in his house.
Like I was genuinely crashing out to the point where like I felt like I was going to run off a hill and throw myself off of it. It was really bad.
And I was just like in La La Land hanging out in his room like all day.
It was really bad.
The two dynamics.
Yeah, it was really bad.
And what's crazy is that they're like, you know, like they're besties. And they're so different. And
okay, no, this is my qualms with this person. I know I'm not ugly. Okay,
no,
I know I'm
never
not.
been a question.
No, it's not even that. I know I'm not ugly. Why does this man tell me I have never dated anyone but dimes? Like I only date dimes. I went, He's like, I only go for dimes. I went, I was like, yeah. Tell me why. I asked him. Oh, so like, I was like, do you have a type? And he was like, yeah, 10 cents.
It's fucking funny. I hate him.
What do you mean 10 cents? And then I asked him what his rate was, and he said 10 cents.
He only dates dimes.
And apparently will only go for not nickels, not pennies, just dimes.
And his rate is a dime. So if you're a dime, his rate
is a dime.
No,
it's just that he is just so, what's the word called? What's the word called?
Charismatic.
Goofy. He's just goofy. And so I don't do well. Like I like funny men, and I love funny men. Like I love them. I think they're funny. I think they're uber duper attractive, right? But sometimes when they're too goofy, I'm like, God dang it. But
goofy goober.
But there's something about him that every single time that I'm like, no, I'm not feeling it. We hang out and I'm like, I'm kind of feeling it. But then I'm like, I'm not feeling it.
You're very hot and cold, just like him. So
yeah, we are very similar in the sense of where like I'm not saying prideful, but I think we're both so like.
You guys are prideful. Like you guys are playing cat and mouse, and both of you want to be the cat.
But
or the mouse that gets chased. Who knows? I don't know. But you guys get what I mean, right? Like,
but why does he tell me last night? He goes, and I quote, if you want to stay longer, you can always crash at my place. Or if you want to come back to LA, I'll take PTO off. You just gotta tell me like weeks in advance so I can actually take it off so we can hang out. What?
And my man, even though this is like all like delusion, like, like fake marriage talk, like I like started a conversation with him and I was like, oh, like, I was like, do you actually like me? Like, this was like day 3 of like us being together. Like, not me like going home and hanging out with him. No, like I was there for almost 3 days. 2 nights, 3 days. Anyway, so I go, do you actually like me? What are you going to do when I go back to Chicago? Like, are you going to miss me? And he's like, yeah, like, why don't you just stay here forever? Huh? And I go, you know what? If a man was willing to pay for everything and move me out here and make me a housewife, I mean, even if I honestly wouldn't mind working, but like, you know what I mean? Like having like a provider while I like make a move to San Francisco. I said, I'd be really content with my life. And he was like, well, is my room comfortable? Like, I think it would comfortably fit you as well. Like, you can move in. Anyway, yeah, so I'm moving in. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad, though.
And I can't even get a text back. It's not even that. Dude. It's not even that. At this point, okay. At first I was like, oh, ha, I'll just go with the 2-man. Yeah, whatever. Why do I have to be paired up with the goofiest one that has like...
At least you didn't get the corny one. Your poor sister.
My poor sister. No, but like he was so... I don't know. But then he's like so... I don't know. Oh, you want to hear something really crazy that we talked about? I was telling him that I really loved California, that I would love to live here and stuff like that. And he was like, oh yeah. He was like, so when you get married, he was like, we're gonna move, right? And I was like, move where? He was like, here. I was like, don't you live here? I was like, exactly. I was like, exactly what?
You guys are just as delusional.
No, I think my delusion is wearing off because I couldn't even get a text.
Girl, he's at work.
It is. What time? 11:08. He's not at work anymore.
Okay, well then. Oh, your phone's recording.
Yeah, I don't think I got a text back. So, looks like I have to book another hotel and find or sleep on the streets tomorrow.
This man works late hours. So,
but also, okay, I'm gonna tell this kid. I'm sorry.
Oh God.
So yesterday, Kayla and I went to. It was like supposed to be.
It's supposed
to be our last night.
Yeah.
And okay, so I know it actually was our last night. Our ticket for our airline was for today.
Was supposed to be for today,
and we were just be back.
So last night, we had a nice date. We went to.
It was so fun.
We went to the Steinfeld Academy of Sciences, I believe is what it's called. They had an aquarium, like a rainforest, the planetarium, and an albino alligator. Oh my God, it was so cool.
It was so
and
cool.
We went at night, so it was 21 and up only,
which is amazing,
right? No kids running around. And they had a bar, so delicious. Got a little too tipsy from the bar. We both
got very tipsy from the bar.
Way too tipsy and...
way too vape-high, in my opinion, for me.
Buzzed.
Sorry.
The term is buzzed.
Sorry. I got buzzed like Buzz Lightyear. Okay, so...
too tipsy, and then we both are just like rampant texting, like
both of them
dudes at the same time.
I'm at 2%.
My phone was literally dying, and I was talking to my... He was literally like in a meeting as I was like texting him, and did not get out until like 9, I think.
Yeah. Well, okay.
They both work in CS, and I'm guessing that the people that they work with are like across the world.
Yeah.
So like they have to like work at night.
Yeah.
For the morning, like for them to be able to like, basic time difference. But I'm like texting I'm texting him, you're texting him, and we're like, come meet us, it's our last night, like we want to hang out, let's go out.
The dude,
they still live an hour away.
They live an hour away, but this is the funniest part. The dude, I literally say, oh, I was like, oh, we should meet us out, we're going here and here. And he said, oh, I'll come out when Jesus resurrected. I can't even say it.
Oh, no. You go. Don't you want to see me before I go?
Oh, yeah.
And then the man goes, I want to see Jesus rise from the dead.
Yeah, and I went, and I literally said, DAMN. And I was like, you just hate me. And he was like, nah. He was like, hate's a strong word. He's like, that's a strong word. And I was like, yeah, you just hate me. And I was like, don't you want to see me? And he was like, I'll go. I went, I was like, I heart you. And he sent me like a glasses emoji because that's what I've been sending to him. But we get there, right? Oh, not we get there. They get here. They get to the Airbnb because we go back to our Airbnb to freshen up. I refreshened up my curls and crap. But
and you took the quickest body shower I've ever seen
because I just felt gross. So I took a body shower like really quick, and then I literally asked him. I was like, wait. I was like, what happened to Jesus? And he said Jesus came back as a Chinese man. And her dude's a Chinese. So he said, oh yeah, I saw Jesus pull up on a Mazda.
So we had a really good night.
We got so messed up. We went to Twin Peaks though.
We tried going to the nightlife. It was also a Thursday, but not fun. It was honestly just
us having fun.
Yeah, it was something. We got to see Twin Peaks, which had the most beautiful view of the skyline. Oh my God. Gorgeous.
And what's really funny.
But I was so drunk. I almost took a tumble down the fucking hill, and died right there.
He almost shoved me down the hill. And okay, it's actually really, really funny. Okay, my guy and Kayla's guy, right? We both were at completely two different ends of like just like wavelengths, because him and I were literally there was this one spot at Twin Peaks that was completely dark, and I was like, oh my god, look. I was like, it's botched lip filler, and he was like, no, it's like, he was like, it looks like a butt crevice, and I was like, uh-huh, and I was like, no, it looks like vagina lips. And he was like, no, not really. And then we were just like looking at, I was like, where's the Airbnb? He was like, maybe that way. And I was like, no, it's that way. And then we like looked at each other, and I was like, I think you're dumb. And he was like, I live here. And I went, no, you don't.
We could just hear them arguing from the sidelines. Meanwhile,
they were making out.
No, it was like cuddly make out. Like it.
The complete difference is actually insane, because why the heck am I arguing with a guy about a dark spot that looks like lips?
Or a butt crack.
Oh, and then when we pulled up to Twin Peaks, there was this car that was fogged up. Like, really fogged up. And if you guys know what a foggy car means, you know what I mean.
We pulled up right next to them.
I don't think anybody was in there.
So embarrassing. So incredibly embarrassing.
Also, the reason why we got so this is like fine. The reason why we got so messed up last night was because we had beatboxes. They bought us beatboxes.
They're like the modern Four Loko.
Yeah, and then we had more beatboxes.
Oh.
And then we had McDonald's.
Yeah, we went back to the Airbnb and just drank more.
And we played a game.
Had a movie on.
Did not watch the movie.
Just kind of like drunkenly passed out. Right?
No, because the way that I looked at him, I was like, do you have a condom? I just was wondering, right? Because I was not, we didn't do anything. But I was like, do you have a condom? And he literally he pulled it out and he went, and I went, oh, I was like, why do you bring that? And he's like, mind you, he didn't bring a toothbrush. He didn't bring a pair of pants.
He had nothing. He had absolutely nothing. Nothing to sleep in.
No, apparently, in his mind, he was like, I didn't think I was doing this. But then her guy came with
his backpack, because he had his work laptop. Okay, he had to catch his 7:30 meeting in the morning, and he did, despite he brought his toothbrush. He brought spare clothes. Anyway, I don't.
Then we extended our flight. I don't know why we did it.
We woke up the next morning. We were talking about it drunkenly last night, and we were like, haha, yeah, like let's do it. It's a fun idea. Then the next morning we were like, should we do it?
And then we just did it.
And then we both clicked the button to
keep our flight
together.
It was just, and then we just rebooked our flight. So I'm like not worried. But I don't know where I'm sleeping actually now.
We can always get another hotel.
Yeah, but maybe.
With a hot tub this time. The hotel that we're in has a pool, so we were just like swimming, playing mermaids. I was like floating like a otter. It was so nice. But yeah, so I remember walking in after he finished his meeting, and like very wifey, like kind of like hug him from behind him, like, would it be crazy like if I canceled our flight and booked a new one for Sunday? And he just like looked at me with like the biggest like eyes, and he got like so like cutesy, and he's like, yeah, I want you to stay.
The guy that I'm with, right, which was an organic 2-man, which I feel like is crazy, but...
And I would say I met mine pretty organically, too. Like, I kind of forgot about him.
Why is he telling me, oh, when you go back, you're not going to text me? Fucker, you're not texting me. But he also had a long day yesterday. Stayed out till freaking God knows how long. I know.
This is like a regular work week for them, and we're on vacation. And can you imagine? Like, I was literally
if we had to do this for 2 guys, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, like Tuesday he went to work, still like went back and took me on a date. And yeah, like literally like Tuesday night was super, super late. All Wednesday he was working from home, but still I was probably very distracting. As much as I want to say like I was like, just like a cute little pet, like a cute little cat that hung out in his room, or like a plant that was just like soaking up the sun. Like I I bugged him a lot, like, you know. And I mean, he took me for a walk. We got breakfast and hung out, took a nap, you know, canoodled. So who knows how much work he actually got done on Wednesday. And then Thursday, he had PT in the morning, but the boy like was clinging on to like the very last second before he absolutely had to send me home. He drove me to his PT with him, and we like sat, and he like I don't know, man. I don't know. And it was really cute when he got me an Uber all the way back to the Airbnb. He opened the door, and he said to the Uber driver, "Take care of her, okay? Make sure she gets home safe."
If I don't get a text back,
if you don't see a text back after we're done recording, then
I'm blocking him. I'm genuinely gonna block him, and you can tell. Cut that. You can tell your boy that. I'm gonna be so honest. I don't get no text back. Sorry. I don't think I'll block him, but I think.
But you're gonna be mad tomorrow.
I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be upset, and I'm going to be like, "Wow, you don't like me. You hate me." See, this is why I've been crashing out, because he's exactly how I am when I talk to people. Because I push and pull. I give just a little bit, just enough,
and then you ghost a little.
Yeah, and then but I've done the same thing to him too.
Literally. This is like the craziest, like, honestly, this is a very new side that I'm seeing of you, and it's so crazy. But also, like, despite me being like delusionally in love, I feel like I'm pretty chill about the whole thing. I feel like I've been pretty chill.
I hate men. I hate dating men. I hate anything involving men because they literally make me crash out.
And I love being in love, but I keep telling myself that none of it's real, so I can go home and just like, okay. You know, like those 3 days, well, 4 days actually, because Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday we were with each other damn near. Yeah. That was just casual.
We are also dumb bits. We're coming back. Well, we're going to Vegas we're going to Vegas for Kayla's birthday.
Our birthday. We're gonna do it kind of in between our birthdays because I'm at the beginning of July and she's at the end. So
it's okay. But we were gonna go to LA for a bit. And hey, if I don't see him again, that's fine. I'll just go on the side street and be like, 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents. I'll go on the corner street and like look for him and be like, what's your rate? 10 cents?
You'll be walking down the streets with dimes in
I'll
your
be like,
hand.
hit dimes. No, it's okay. I'm an adult. Like, no, it's fine. But I think one thing is that I actually have not laughed like with a dude in so long. So I was like, oh my God, he makes me laugh.
Right? Like I just felt very like it was just like marriage simulator. Marriage simulator. Waking up, brushing your teeth together, showering together, going on walks, him cooking and cleaning.
Crazy.
I also got my period one of the nights and I kind of got blood on his bed and I felt so bad, but he was such a man about the whole thing, man. He was like,
I mean, it's a bodily function.
He was like, oh, you poor baby. Like, do you need anything? He got me like new clothes to sleep in, and I took a favorite souvenir.
I need period.
And like he like cleaned the sheets and stuff. I just felt so bad. Oh my God, I felt so embarrassed. And he was like, "Why would you be embarrassed?" He's like, I feel bad. Roll out the red carpet.
Oh, on one of those nights, I just hope that I just get my period.
I was tweaking the whole week about not getting my period, which is crazy because I'm a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, okay, and I think I told you this already. Your body, like you can tell when your body is rejecting someone because in, my last relationship or even the previous one before that, I was extremely unhealthy. Like my weight would fluctuate super heavily. Was losing a lot of weight. My hair was falling out, or like my face was like my skin was just like so like so bad. Yeah. And I remember before we left, I had like a little like acne like plot, like just like a little bit on my cheek. And it was still there like when I saw him Tuesday, like for our date. And by the time I left Thursday morning, my skin was so clear. And I had been begging the universe to give me my period because I was late. And honestly, I think I was late because I was putting a lot of stress on my body. My sleep schedule had been really messed up. And I think Bella synced me up with her because hers is a little bit later. So like
I might not even be getting mine at this point.
You will. But my period was late for normal reasons. But I was begging the universe to give it to me because I was expecting it like 2 weeks ago, damn near.
Sorry, my psoriasis.
And yeah, I finally got it. So, in the same way that your body can naturally reject someone, I think your body can also overly accept someone. Like
Delulu.
Yes.
Daruru.
Daruru.
Okay, low key though, if I do come back for LA and we hang out with them again,
I'll be so down.
I think I would also be as delusional as you, and I'd be like, wow.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I'm not at that point yet. And I think
the next step is me, maybe like not, what's it called? Being so delulu. Like maybe like jokes aside, be like, hey, I actually do really enjoy talking to you. I am interested in getting to know you more despite the distance. But I understand like that's not something you're interested in. Yeah. Anyways. Oh boy.
But the trip was really fun.
It's been really fun.
I just don't know if I'm going to be on the street.
You will not be on the street.
I most likely will be on the street.
That will be by choice then.
I will be on the street.
It will be by choice.
Hey,
you can always hang out at the airport.
You know what? Hey, I could just die and just hang out at the airport for God knows how long. Oh my God.
But yeah, so anyway, we are probably just going to take the rest of the weekend to sightsee, chill, do like very like low-key things. Don't think we're going to go out really whatsoever or drink anymore this weekend.
I'm not drinking until I get home. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to have a nice glass of wine with...
Dang.
I'm going to have a nice glass of wine with my family and decompress and just hang out at home.
My dogs.
I miss my cat so much. I'm like having withdrawals of not having my cat with me.
But yeah, we're in San Jose for the weekend.
Pure.
I think.
Yeah, we just got this hotel to literally just swim and film. And we're just going to hang out and just watch a movie maybe. And I'm going to wait for my text back. And if I don't get text back, I'm going to freaking crash out. But okay.
Wish me luck, guys.
But this is so crazy. Okay, my phone.
I might just need to text him myself and be like, hey, I'm going to go to my man's. I'm going to leave the hotel. You can take my spot right here.
So, okay, my phone is dry by choice, guys.
By choice.
My phone is dry by choice. But when I don't want my phone, when I want my phone to like be a specific person or like few people, it just never is. And I'm like, but
me checking.
But if it's not him, I did connect with someone else and it's very sweet, very nice. That's all I can say. And yes, so I will give you an update on whatever in the next couple months.
Who knows what'll happen? Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, I'm this man's ideal type, but it's just a bummer I live so far away. These guys are very well traveled. They go to Asia like every single year. Mine, apparently he has a yearly New York trip. So I'm like, okay, so traveling is not like an impossible like thing for you.
But everyone in Cali's got that grind.
They travel a lot. So would it be that unrealistic like to think that like he, you know, it's plausible for him to make long distance work? Plus, I am so down to come here every other month. For just like a long weekend every other month.
If I didn't have to pay for like a hotel or an Airbnb, I would do it.
Right? And who knows, maybe my husband would pay for my flight every other month.
Well, guys, anyway, thank you for catching up with us. I'm going to bed. I'm freaking exhausted.
Yeah, I think we should just go to bed. Yeah. What do you guys think? Do we sound tired? Do we sound more and more tired with each episode?
Do we sound stupid? As long as I don't get stupid, I'm good.
Please don't tell me that I'm stupid. Please.
It's okay. Let us be delusional. I'm only young once.
Exactly. YOLO.
YOLO.
We're not dead. That's all that matters. We're not dead or pregnant.
Yet. I was going to say yet.
Yet?
I take that back. Better not be burgers.
Me neither.
Okay. Well,
good night.